So everybody wants to sell the stock market. I have to ask the question, why? Why? Why is it so important to want to sell the stock market? By definition, stock markets trade higher. And what people are seeing now, maybe they're missing a little bit, because I see that all we're doing is going sideways. And how we've gone sideways, look how we've corrected the overbought, oversold position of the market. So is it a top in the stock market? I personally don't think so. Me and a very old friend of mine from my life days, we keep saying that, it's not the top. Yes, you're going to see technical analysts call a top because of this. I understand that. I really do. But the strange thing about stock market is, by definition, they are bullish markets. That's where the pension funds put their money. And as soon as the market dips a little bit, buyers are in. If you look at this move here on the NAS, it was so overcooked. But look at the correction. We didn't even reach the 38.2 before we were up and off again. On the downside, it's bounded off the 23.6 fib. Use your pivot point analysis and Fibonacci extensions to get where the market is going to go once we do take out these highs around here. You can see it's over 30,000. In fact, 30,773. So I understand why traders are getting their knickers in a twist, because, again, by definition, traders love a bear market. It goes up by the stairs and down by the escalator. However, you've got to take note of this, okay? These stock markets want to go higher. There are people behind the scenes with the midterms coming up in November where oil should be lower, stock markets and the dollar should be higher. Everybody's going to go, yay, Mr. President, good for you. We'll ignore everything you've done. So is it artificially being held up? Probably, but it's being held up. That, as traders, is all we want to know. So until we see a clear top, right, where all of the technical indicators that I use are screaming at me to sell, I'm not going to. Why would I stand in front of a speeding space shuttle? You wouldn't. But I understand why everywhere I look, people want to sell. Take note, take stock. Let me show you something else. Do these weekly charts look like they want to go down? They really don't. So with the NAS, you have to be very careful if you're in the herd of wanting to sell them. Now, I may be completely wrong, and I'll hold my hands up if the stock market does crash. However, it won't crash on nothing. There'll be, I don't know, maybe after the summer, some form of news out that may or may not drive the stock market lower. The selling may and go away premise died 20, 30 years ago. That's an old stock market term that we, at the beginning of life's inception, we took hold of. I don't see anything. I've got a triple top on the weekly. I'm not sure that's going to hold it. So do yourself a favour. If you can't understand why the market is doing what it's doing, do nothing. Sometimes the best trades to do is not doing a trade. It's safer for you It's cheaper for you, and we're just about to head into the silly season of July and August. All right? Take care. My name is Carol Harmer. I own Charmer Trading, and I hope you all have a very profitable week.